Put out some content. Put out some
So like,
no, two-time unified heavyweight champion. So far, so good.
oh, with boxing, yeah, 100%. But what I'm saying now is there's another level of fitness.
Yeah.
You guys wanted me to go bigger? How about twice as big?
If Anthony Joshua was to do what he done to Ngannou to Jake Paul, that's like life-changing injuries.
Anthony Joshua has shocked fans with a monstrous new physique. That looks sculpted for destruction. Leaner, sharper, and more explosive than ever before. AJ's transformation has taken over the boxing world, sending shock waves across social media and firing a direct warning shot at Jake Paul. From his rock-solid shoulders to a restored powerhouse stance, reminiscent of his early championship years, Joshua's evolution isn't just for show. His new look is a clear threat.
The only way we're gonna win a 12-round fight is if you push yourself in the gym. So, yeah, that's what I like about the world-class boxing gym.
Everyone says they want to be a world champ, but people are not willing to do what it takes to become a world champ. And even in this gym, it's like you put through the test, because I mean, it's one thing to say you want to hang out with champs and hang out with other fighters, another thing to be able to endure the workout and endure the work, so it's a big thing. He's been pushing himself. He's asking me, what can I do more? How can I be better? How can I build my fitness more? And that's really a sign of a great individual and a great champion. So
Joshua explained that his size isn't some overnight change. It's simply his genetics, and all he has to do is put in the work to bring it out. He revealed that when this natural strength is fully unlocked through training, it becomes dangerous for anyone standing across from him. With Jake Paul as the next target, Joshua made one thing very clear. He isn't building muscle for aesthetics. He's activating raw power within him, and once the punches begin to fly, Jake could be in serious trouble.
A lot of road work. So even though I'm big, this is just genetics.
right, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like I spend hours in the gym like lifting. You can't run 10 miles and only spar 4 rounds. You have to run 4 miles and spar 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what I'm trying to say is gym work's important with your coach. All this stuff is just the core stuff. This stuff is just the extra add-ons that you're gonna get. But you have to have good technique. You have to have a good understanding of boxing. Like, that's your muscle, your brain. That's what a coach is gonna train you mostly. Like, he wants to train this. And if you've got that at its strongest, yeah, I feel like you'll be good.
Yeah, and so far, so good.
Jake Paul has openly acknowledged the massive difference in size between himself and Anthony Joshua. Yet rather than backing away, he's using it as motivation. Paul said that for years, critics told him to fight someone his own size. So he chose to take things even further by facing an opponent nearly twice as big. He presents the matchup as the ultimate challenge, proof that he fears neither danger nor the spotlight that comes with taking on a heavyweight beast like Joshua. But even with all his confidence, the enormous physical gap creates a level of risk he simply cannot ignore.
Wanted me to go bigger? How about twice as big? Literally, he's twice as big as Gervonta. He's 6'6", 260 pounds with an 82-inch reach. I mean, just look at us next to each other. Two-time heavyweight champion of the world, an Olympic gold medalist. While he was winning Olympic gold, I was filming Vines in high school. What'd you say? AJ is a knockout artist with fights that have literally ended in seconds. He's fought legends: Klitschko, Usyk, Ruiz, Ngannou.
biggest shock.
Tale of the tape for Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul exposes a massive imbalance that could dictate the fight entirely. Joshua measures 6 feet 6 inches tall with an 82-inch reach and a naturally heavyweight build, weighing comfortably over 140 pounds. Jake Paul stands 6 feet 1 inch with a 76-inch reach and roughly 200 pounds, giving up huge edges in height, mass, and power. AJ's longer reach lets him dominate distance, making closing the gap dangerous for Paul. The weight difference means Joshua's punches are far more destructive, forcing Paul to rely on movement, timing, and speed. If Joshua uses his size wisely, he could turn the ring into a physical nightmare for Jake.
It's difference. We've got 28 years old compared to 36 years old. So I guess the advantage there goes a little bit towards Jake Paul. 28-year-old is better than a 36-year-old. But that being said, we've got talking about experience and everything else. What comes with being 36 years old at Anthony Joshua's level. And then, like I mentioned, the heavyweights kind of seem to prime a little bit older. They'll come down to the height and the weight. This is the big one. 6'1" versus 6'6". 200 pound versus 252 pound. We got a 252 pounder in Anthony Joshua. The reach advantage is a lot, which we would expect. Amateur fights, we can see that Jake's only had one, where AJ's had 43, but 43 of them are included at the highest level, Olympic level. And yes, he won the Olympic bloody gold medal, if I don't need to remind you. Then the pro record, Jake Paul has had 13 fights, lost 1. AJ has had 28 fights and he's lost 4 with 25 KOs. And the one person that Jake Paul lost to was Tommy Fury. Now, can we compare Tommy Fury with Anthony?
Tail of the tape once again highlights the wide gap that could shape the fight's outcome. Joshua stands 6 feet 6 inches with an 82-inch reach and a true heavyweight frame, weighing far above 240 pounds. Jake Paul, at 6 feet 1 inch with a 76-inch reach and around 100 pounds, faces major disadvantage in nearly every physical category. Joshua's longer reach gives him complete control of the ring, while the power difference means Jake must fight perfectly just to stay safe. If Joshua applies his size and strength correctly, Paul could find himself overwhelmed by an unstoppable force.
Anthony is ruining his legacy just by taking this fight.
Fans don't respect what he's done in the sport already. He's an Olympic gold medalist, 2-time unified heavyweight champion of the world.
I sort of sympathize with him because I feel like if he doesn't beat him quicker than he beat Francis, people are just going to write it off. I'll ask you bluntly, have there been any discussions about there's an agreement, there's a secret contract? Have any of those discussions happened regarding this fight?
It's an 8-round professional fight. AJ wouldn't have taken it if that was the stance it had to be, if it was an exhibition, if it was you've got to hold him up for 8 rounds. It wouldn't suit Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua.
Matchroom Boxing CEO Frank Smith remains cautiously realistic about Anthony Joshua potentially facing Jake Paul. While he hasn't dismissed the fight entirely, Smith told the Ariel Helwani show that Joshua's return is likely but not against Paul just yet. He emphasized the massive difference in resumes, noting Paul's unconventional rise compared to Joshua's elite career path. Still, Smith confirmed that discussions for early 2026 are ongoing, showing Matchroom recognizes the hype, even while staying aware of boxing's unpredictable business nature.
Sad because I remember when like Tyson fought Ngannou the first time, he was like, this isn't my cup of tea. And then obviously he ended up fighting Ngannou. And so I didn't know if this was a bridge too far for him.
No, I think for AJ, it was just, look, he's done everything in the sport. He's been, like I say, he's a 2-time unified champion. He's fought the best, the elite fighters in, Alexander Usyk twice. And for him, it's just, right, I want to do things that interest me, motivate me. And obviously, if you can go and do that for a load of money against someone, fair play. I think me and Jake Paul might be more competitive than Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua.
Oh, my dear.
I actually want to make, as the comeback fight for Jake Paul, Eddie Hearn, Jake Paul.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't you think that would be big? As the comeback fight.
Yeah, like meaning after he loses this one.
For Jake's comeback fight.
You think Eddie would be down?
For money.
Could you imagine?
I know. I'd have...
I don't believe a single thing until literally I see them in a ring together. He was supposed to fight Gervonta Davis, wasn't he? Who's 5 stone lighter and is it 5 stone lighter and 8 inches shorter. So I don't believe anything. Until they're in a ring together, I don't believe nothing.
Obviously, AJ was meant to fight in an 8-rounder. I think Eddie said to me earlier against
an 8-rounder.
Yeah, against top 120 opponent on BoxRec that none of us would have heard of.
Okay.
Just a kind of confidence, go and get a knockout type victory. Suppose you can go and do that against Jake Paul and earn an absolute fortune from
Listen, I've said before and I'll say it again. Boxing is a brutal, brutal business. Go and make as much as you can, as quick as you can. Once you've achieved your dream and goals of becoming a world champion, there's nothing left to do besides make money. What are you chasing? You've won all the belts. I think he's missing a WBC. I think that's about it. Go and get the belts and that's it. Move on.
Do you believe it should be sanctioned?
What I believe doesn't matter.
No, but I'm just curious.
What I believe, Paz, doesn't matter because some governing body will.
Of course.
Or some sanctioning body will. Some
the Florida State
organisation. Yeah, absolute maniacs. But that's another argument. That's another cause. It's like the one I heard Chris Eubank Sr. talking about on the radio the other day. You're talking about safety of fighters.
champ, you were the worst for it. You went up to cruiserweight when you was super middleweight and didn't do it once but twice. And then you're saying people should have saved you from yourself. No, that's why we're fighters. So, boxing, we know what we sign up for. We know what